Hello everybody, this is Mystere, and today we're going to be playing episode 1 of Let's Play Sky Factory 2.5. It's a mod pack you can find on the Feed the Beast launcher on Minecraft 1.7.10. Going to be playing with a friend of mine, he's experienced at this, I'm not. In this mod pack you start out with nothing but a tree and a single piece of dirt in the sky, and you can fall to your death or, build things. I'm completely new to this mod pack in general, as I said before, so feel free to cringe on how terrible I am at this game, and hope you enjoy. Alright, I guess we should,
Okay, so go down, break the log in the very top and the one right below it. And you'll want to make a crafting table and a crook. Oh dear, you may have broken too many.
I broke the log on top and the one below it.
Okay. So make a crook and break the rest of the tree using the crook. I don't know why I can't see you.
There's a crafting table. Is that a bad place to put it?
No, that's fine. I'll just stand on this crafting table because it's relatively safe while you harvest the rest of the tree.
I'm inside you right now.
Hot.
So I should just harvest all the leaves, right? Except not die.
Yep. So they'll start despawning once you break the block underneath this crafting table, so be careful about that.
Makes sense.
Have you gotten a silkworm and saplings? I hope.
No. Not
Either. Make sure you're holding, oh, there went one,
Shite.
shift and be near the edge so that you don't lose them. Well,
Well, this is awkward. Hey, I got a sapling.
sweet. We're not doomed.
I got one oak sapling. I'm on top of this log up here. I hope that's safe.
Moving on me. Two people do not fit on this very well. Okay, here's our dirt.
This is awkward.
Hang on. So I'm gonna make some oak slabs and make us at least a little bit to stand on.
Okay, I should probably plant a sapling, right?
Yep. So the thing about monsters is that they can only spawn on a full Y coordinate. So by using half slabs, I can make a spot they won't spawn on.
Sneaky. I'll try to not just, run off the edge like a Nimrod.
It would be very wise to use your shift key until we get a bigger platform. Okay, so this mod pack, because it centers around building things out of nothing, you start with a tree, and it takes forever for trees to grow. So the mod pack author was kind enough to put in a mod called twerk, and you use twerk by repeatedly shifting, and it will grow the tree.
Did you just totally twerk and
I twerked a tree to grow the wood. Yes. Get it? So we'll need to do that several times and harvest the trees using the crook you made, and I'll make some for myself, and we'll use that to get silkworms. We'll infest a tree. You should be able to see all this in your achievement book.
I picked something up.
So if you look in your achievement book, I think it starts on page 4, is a list of things to do.
Wood age, use crick on leaves to get saplings and silkworm. Make dirt by
so that's where we are now.
Composting saplings.
Why don't you go ahead and twerk that sapling into a tree?
How do I get out of this thing? Oh, escape. Oh yeah. Come on, silkworms. Got an apple.
So the next fancy thing that this mod pack offers is called the vein miner. It allows you to harvest an entire set of similar blocks. So twerk that.
Oh yeah, twerk.
Vein miner by default is the tilde key, which is the little squiggly thing on the top left of your keyboard. So hold down your tilde key and something other than your fist, so like a sapling or something, break part of the log. So you get the whole trunk, and then you can do the same thing with the crook on the leaves.
Neato.
It'll only work up until your crook is broken, so you'll need to make another one.
Well poop.
There you go. You are crooked.
Alright, you crooked me.
So, what does the achievement book say next? After the silkworms. Because we're
After
going
the
to
silkworms, we need to make dirt by composting saplings in an oak barrel.
There we go.
I have, I think, 5 saplings.
Okay.
No, I've got 8.
So now you can use NEI to figure out how to make an oak barrel.
So 3 planks and 1 slab. yeah, got a slab.
Aha! Silkworm.
Ah,
Look at that little wiggly thing. That's what she said.
okay, where's a good place to put the barrel?
Anywhere will work for now. So I just had a large oak tree spawn, which is good for us because now we've got 39 saplings. I already chopped it down.
Good deal.
I will give those to you. All you have to do is right click and hold on this and it will fill up with saplings, and then after a couple of seconds it'll convert into dirt. We can use that to make another tree.
Infest leaves with silkworm. So we're basically trying to farm silkworms for trees at the moment.
Yep, I've got 2 silkworms now, so we're going to want to make sure they're separated because you don't get any saplings from an infested tree. So we'll want this other block of dirt first to make sure we don't screw
And the reason
up
we
our
want an
farm.
infested tree is for a string, huh?
Correct. We'll need the string. I think your achievement book should say in a little bit that we need to make a sieve to sift dirt. We need string to make the sieve.
Okay, I see how it is. And collect rainwater in the barrel or melt saplings in a wooden crucible.
So if you look in there, you'll see it's turned into dirt now, and we can make another spot for the sapling. So the normal tree will have the trunk, and then 2 blocks out will be the leaves. So we want to make sure we separate them by 5 blocks. That'll make sure that if they grow normally, the leaves won't intersect. If we get a big tree, we'll just break into it again.
Okay.
You'll want to make some wooden slabs and extend. Or I can.
One, two. Okay, 5 blocks. Can I put the dirt on the end of this slab out here? Will it work? Or am I going to screw everything up?
You can. Just make sure you hold shift so you don't fall off the edge.
It's not quite working out.
So, make a second row of slabs so that you can walk out, because it doesn't like putting it where you're standing.
Hey, found a silkworm. And there we go, piece of dirt.
So twerk yourself a tree there, and then infest it with the silkworm.
Alright, Mr. Tree. Infested leaves. Alright.
You'll want to let the entire thing infest so we get as many as possible, and then that will start. The infested leaves drop string as well as more silkworms. And if we make another piece of dirt, we can use that to make an apple tree.
I put some more saplings in the compost heap thing, so it might be done by now.
I've got a whole mess of them. It is. I'm going to give you an apple and a sapling. And if you combine those two, you can make an apple tree using Pam's Harvest Craft. So this isn't just one mod, it's a mod pack. One of the mods in it is Pam's Harvest Craft that adds a whole bunch of new plants and things and berries and allows you to make juice out of apples. And the juice is super easy to make and fills quite a few health bars. The juicer is easy to get as soon as we get to stone. However, because we're in the Sky Factory, stone is actually a little ways off yet.
Alright, would you like me to place this apple tree on this dirt block here?
That one will be fine, yeah. So the next step while we're waiting for that to infest is to just make as many dirt as we can. To do that, we're going to want to make a few more barrels probably, so that we can have multiple composting at once. Additionally, your torque radius, that's my own term, you can take that if you want it. Your torque radius will go at least to either side of you, so you can surround yourself with 4 saplings and twerk them all at once.
Good to know.
You're also new to this Tinker's Construct mod as well. It gives us these half slab crafting stations, which have a nifty thing where they'll keep the items you leave in them so they don't just drop on the ground.
Alright, this is a big green beam up on the ground where I died earlier.
Yes. Push J, that will open up Journey Map. And on the right block, the leftmost button is your waypoints. You can click remove.
Huh, it's not, J's not doing anything.
Try M.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Sorry, I must have mine set to something other than default.
No problem. That fixes it all. Appreciate it.
Yep.
I picked up a piece of dirt. Didn't want it to fall off the edge.
So at this level, most of what you'll be seeing is called is from a mod called Ex Nihilo. It allows us to sift dirt and create this dirt, and we'll basically make everything out of Ex Nihilo components until later on.
Okay.
So one tool that will come in handy is a hammer from Ex Nihilo. You might want to make a couple of those, and you can use it to harvest a tree trunk into sawdust instead of logs or wood chippings, and wood chippings are compostable. So we'll use that to get dirt faster.
A hammer. What's the hammer called again?
There are a number of hammers, but just search for hammer, and then on the bottom it should say what mod it's from. And you're looking for one that is from a mod called Ex Nihilo, and it'll just be wooden and have a little round head. Just a second. They're all on the bottom when you search.
I found a wooden hammer.
There you go. Unfortunately, the Pam's Harvest Craft trees are not workable, so we just have to wait for the apple tree. But once it grows, we can get apples from it for both food as well as composting.
I understand. I guess we got a lot of dirt from these barrels here, so we should probably put those somewhere.
Yeah. So here is the shape we can do. One block there, then a center block.
Mobs can spawn on top of those, right?
Yes, if you hit F7, you'll see that they're yellow. That means that if it gets dark enough, things will spawn on them, as well as having a player far enough away. Right now, we're so close that nothing can spawn on here.
Okay.
So if you put a piece of dirt in each of these holes, that is a decent radius. Alright, now come stand on this center one and twerk, and you'll be able to twerk all four at once.
I'm twerking hard.
Let me just get in here and twerk behind you. Oh, hold still. Up.
Alright, well that was, we shared a moment there. My shift key is like having seizures, so...
That's alright. I can handle the twerking.
I think I'm about twerked out.
So now take your hammer and pound this wood.
Oh, I'll pound your wood.
Easy killer. We are going to have significantly more silkworms than expected if we let those go through, and I think that might be worthwhile. I've got plenty of extra saplings.
We got 48 wood, well, almost 2 full stacks of wood chippings.
So it takes 8 wood chippings per dirt.
I've got 7 more barrels too.
Sure, just lay them
not
out.
sure where to put them. I'm like the king of being badly organized.
There's a unique placement strategy.
You know, there's probably a reason for it. Not really.